All right, let's jump into another deep dive. Today, we're looking at Hair Maiden India.
Interesting company.
They are, and we've got their sales product training document.
Oh, wow.
It's really fascinating. We're going to learn about the business, how they do things, even a little peek into the whole global hair industry.
The full supply chain.
Exactly. So if you're into hair, if you're thinking about starting a business.
Or if you just have extensions and you wonder where they come from.
Right. This is for you.
It's cool to see a company trying to do ethical sourcing and business at the same time. They seem to be doing it.
Yeah, and it all starts with the CEO, Rocky.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of entrepreneurs, they just dive in and start a business, but Rocky,
He's different.
he did something different.
He spent a year in India
A whole year
just learning the hair industry, like how to source it, the production,
before starting the company.
before you even started the company.
Yeah.
That's dedication.
It wasn't just about making money for him. It was about doing something, the right way.
It seems
It
like
really sets the tone for everything else they do.
Yeah.
They're not just out there trying to, sell.
Right.
They actually focus a lot on customer education,
Yeah, they really try to teach the customer.
which I think is really refreshing in an industry that can feel
Very opaque, yeah, for sure.
very opaque.
You don't know what you're getting sometimes.
It can be a barrier for entry for a lot of people.
Yeah, absolutely. It's confusing, all the terms, the different types.
Absolutely.
They even talk in their document about how the manufacturers use different terms than what's used like in the market.
It's confused.
So you don't even know what you're asking for half the time.
Yeah.
But they try to like be a translator
Yes.
between the manufacturer and the customer.
They also have really great support. For example, they have their own factory.
Which is unusual in this industry.
Yep.
So they can handle replacements and refunds quickly.
Yeah. So it's like they've thought of the whole process.
The whole chain.
From the very beginning to, customer service.
And they serve a lot of different kinds of customers too.
They really do.
So you have like your hair stores that need a lot of inventory,
Of course.
white label brands that need a supplier,
Yep.
drop shippers
Yeah.
that are just fulfilling individual orders,
Right.
individual
They're
customers,
everyday people.
right, that just want to change up their look.
Yeah.
And then even stylists
Who need bulk discounts.
that need bulk discounts,
It's
right?
this whole ecosystem.
It's a whole world built around hair. It's pretty fascinating.
So did you know that like
Re-
95%, I think it's 95% of all hair extensions come from Indian temples?
I did not know that.
It's fascinating.
That's a huge amount.
Huge. And they actually have a link to a YouTube video in here
Oh, wow.
about it.
I'll have to check that out.
So we can visually see
Yeah.
what that's all about.
Yeah.
But something else that really surprised me is that, so they get all this hair from the temples, right? And they're very particular about what they use, so they'll reject some of it.
Oh, wow.
And Chinese vendors will actually buy the hair they reject.
So even their rejects are good enough for somebody else,
It's a lower quality.
right? But it shows that they're serious about quality,
Yeah,
that they're only using the best of the best.
absolutely.
And so then they have all these different types of hair products.
They do.
They've got bundles.
Right, like your basics.
I did not know that.
Yes.
And then, of course, all the different types of hair. You've got your virgin hair, your Remy hair, your raw Indian hair.
Yeah, can we break that down a little bit?
Sure.
What are the key differences?
So basically, it's all about where the hair comes from and how it's processed.
Okay.
So virgin hair comes from North India,
Okay.
and a lot of times it'll have henna in it.
Which is natural for them?
Yeah, it's just part of their like hair care traditions.
Right.
And then you've got raw hair, which is like the most prized. Comes from South India, and it's completely unprocessed.
Okay.
So that's the most natural look and feel you're going to get.
And then where does Remy fit in?
Remy hair can come from different regions,
Okay.
but it's all about the processing.
Okay.
So it's been steam processed so that all the hair cuticles face the same direction.
Interesting.
So it's less prone to tangles.
Makes it easier to work with.
Yeah, it's like taming the hair a little bit.
So if you want the most natural looking, it's raw.
Raw is the way to go.
But Remy is kind of like a good in-between.
Good balance
Yeah.
between quality and manageability.
And they have a bunch of different textures too, right?
Oh, yeah, tons of textures. So straight, wavy, curly, you name it.
I bet they do.
And then they even have this really cool thing. It's called Virgin Exclusive.
Oh, what's that?
It's like handpicked by Rocky himself.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's from specific donors in South India.
Wow.
And it's like their top tier. It's guaranteed to be the best quality.
Like their top shelf.
Top shelf.
All right, so let's talk about frontals and closures. What is the difference?
So it depends what you're looking for.
Okay.
Frontals cover your whole hairline from ear to ear.
Okay.
So you can do a lot more with your style, pull it back, part it different ways. It's the most versatile.
But they're more expensive, I